So believe it or not, if you own an iPhone 6, iPhone 6s, or iPhone 7, you could actually be in a settlement where Apple could actually end up owing you money. Now it's funny because the iPhone 6s in particular, I thought was the only iPhone that even kind of was supported with the specific lawsuit that was going on. But it looks to be that if you own one of those types of iPhones I just listed, an iPhone 6, 6s, or iPhone 7, or any of the Plus variants of those iPhones, or the first generation iPhone SE, you may be entitled to some money that Apple has to pay you via their settlement of basically their throttling of their iPhones. So for those of you who don't know, there was a situation Apple was in where they apparently, if you don't remember, they throttled the iPhone processor. Basically, if there were, I think it was the battery issues, basically if the batteries were degrading over a certain percentage, I think it was under 80%, Apple would then go ahead and pretty much throttle the performance of those phones, but they wouldn't do it with telling us. They would do it without telling us, so it kind of seemed like our iPhones were getting slower and slower without us actually having a specific reason or even knowing why that's happening. Well, guess what? We now know why that happened. It was because Apple was slowing them down, and they may have had a good reason why they were slowing it down, but they never told anybody, which was the problem. So now, with those iPhones that I believe were running iOS 11 or above, I think Apple Insider did a really good job explaining via this article. Basically, within this specific website and this specific settlement, they will have to pay anywhere from nearly $310 to $500 million on these specific devices. That is an insane amount for Apple to pay, but if you think about it, it's not that much compared to how much they're really worth right now, so it's kind of makes sense. But that's still a lot of money. Now, I don't think everyone is going to take advantage of this specific settlement, but whenever it does come out, I'm sure Apple will make a press release, and I'm sure a lot of people will talk about it. As of right now, there's no way to actually claim any of this yet. I think there's a deadline. I think there's a specific thing where it may end up happening sooner than later. I'm not really 100% too sure, but this is still a very crazy thing. And it looks like this was already settled, so in 2020 that already kind of settled out, but the judge just cleared the money to actually go ahead and actually pay these specific settlements out. So you should be receiving these sooner than later. And it's actually pretty insane because it's just crazy that Apple is still being affected by this specific settlement from years and years ago, and there's still news about the settlement because it was honestly one of the craziest things I've ever seen Apple get caught doing. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.